Welcome to the class. Myself Ashwini from Gopalswamy PU College and lecturer in Statistics. And today's class is about Introduction to First PU Statistics. Today we are discussing about the syllabus, the weightage of the chapters and question paper pattern. And here first and foremost is first chapter is about the Introduction to Statistics and some basic concepts. First chapter is Introduction to Statistics and some basic concepts. In this we will discuss about the meaning, some definitions of statistics in singular form, plural forms, functions of statistics, branches of statistics, characteristics of statistics, limitations of statistics, and the application of statistics in various subjects. Also, we will discuss about some basic concepts like what is unit, what is population, what is sample, what is qualitative characteristics, what is quantitative characteristics, what is variable, what is attribute, nominal scale and ordinal scales, when we will use variables and attributes in two different concepts like a discrete case and a continuous cases. These are the things we will learn in first chapter. And in second chapter is organization of data. After the introduction or some concepts of statistics and the definition of statistics always says we should have first we will collect the data, then we will organize or we will tabulate, represent and analysis. These are the four steps in statistics, and the second step, that is organization of the data, is in this organization is nothing but how to collect the data, what are the types of data we should collect to do the survey. These things we are going to discuss in organization of the data. That under organization of data we will study about inquiries and stages, statistical inquiries and stages. And stages of statistical data are primary and secondary data, and the methods of collection of primary and secondary data, and what is questionnaire, what are the rules or the steps we should follow while we constructing the questionnaires, and what is census survey and the sample survey, and the methods of sampling. In methods of sampling we have three types of samples: simple random sampling, stratified sampling and systematic random sampling, and some errors of sampling while we are collecting the data or when we consider a sample. Some error will be there, it can be by knowing or unknowing error will be there, and how it will affect on the sample, those things we will study in this organization of data. And the third chapter is classification and tabulation. Classification and tabulation. Once we collect the data or using some methods, the next thing is how to classify the data. That classification is always based on a classification, the types of classifications, that is it can be based on chronological order, geographical order, or it can be a qualitative or it can be a qualitative data. These are the four different objectives of classification of data. And in classification of the data, the format of discrete and continuous frequency distribution will be explained using range, class limits, class intervals, inclusive class intervals, exclusive class intervals, and what is inclusive, what is exclusive, those things we will study in these chapters, and how to find the midpoint, how to find the classes and width of the classes, frequency density, relative frequency, rules for classification, how to classify, some rules should be followed while we are classifying, that we will study. And univariate and bivariate frequency distribution, how to form a distribution table. That thing we will study in the classification. And under in tabulation we have a meaning and difference between the main thing is the difference between classification and a tabulation. Classification is how to divide the data, and tabulation is how to represent that classified data into a neat form or to follow. And the parts of the table we have while construct or while we draw a table, we need some parts of the table, that is main heading, captions, strips, when footnote, source and heading, title, and table number, and where we got this data, and how to classify based on sex, faculties, years, population, area. Those things we will study in the tabulations. And general and special purpose for tabulation, preparation of a blank table, tables with numerical information. And in tabulation, the blank table, how to draw a blank table is very important concept. And the fourth chapter is about diagrammatic and graphical representation of data. Diagrammatic representation is including simple bar diagram, component bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, percentage bar diagrams, and how to construct that using the problems. And component pie diagram is also used, or pie chart. We have studied the pie chart. That pie chart is also comes under diagrams. Whereas for graphs, graphical representation, we have types of graphical representation, that is histogram. Histogram is one of the most important graph in this chapter, and we will draw the histogram for equal and unequal width of class intervals, and using this histogram we can find mode value. Next is frequency curve and frequency polygons. Frequency curve and polygons will be drawn using the midpoints of the class intervals. And the last concept is about ogives. In ogives we have two types of ogives. One is less than ogive and a more than ogive. Using this less than ogive we can find median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles also. And one more important thing is, what is the difference between a diagram and a graph? Those things, and that is the main important in this chapter. And the next chapter is analysis of univariate data. In analysis of univariate data, we have first thing is measures of central tendencies. That is, what is measures of tendency? Meanings, there's objectives, definitions of averages, what is central tendencies, those things we will study. In measures of central tendency, we have major concepts are to find mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean. All these 5 concepts for 3 types of data, that is ungrouped data and grouped data. In grouped data we have 2 types, that is discrete and continuous. And the next thing in univariate is measures of positions. Based on the positions we are going to find the values, or we will analyze the univariate data, that is that meaning, definitions of quartiles, deciles and percentiles, and problems based on these 3 concepts in ungrouped and grouped data. And next thing is measures of dispersions. Dispersion is nothing but a scatterness of the data. So that we will study using some absolute and relative measures, that is range, quartiles, mean deviations and standard deviation. In standard deviation you will study covariance, coefficient of variation, CV, that also you are going to study. And the last concept is about moments, skewness and kurtosis. Moments are is nothing but central moments and descriptions of first 4 central moments. We'll study only a little bit, but in skewness we have two types of problems, that is Karl Pearson's and Bowley's coefficient of skewness. These two are the major concepts in skewness, and in kurtosis we will study only definitions, explanation of kurtosis with a neat label diagram. That is, in kurtosis we have 3 types of kurtosis: mesokurtic, leptokurtic and leptokurtic. These 3 concepts are very important in kurtosis. And next chapter is about analysis of bivariate data. Analysis of bivariate data. In analysis of bivariate data, we have majorly we have 2 concepts, that is correlation and the regression. And in correlation we will study the definition, types of correlation, that is simple, multiple and partial correlations, and positive, negative, perfect and no correlations, and their explanation with an examples, and why we should study a correlation. These things we are going to study. And the measurement of correlations are having different methods we are having to measure this. That is, one is scatterness with the explanation of the data, and Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation is very important correlation coefficient we are going to find. And the next is Spearman's rank correlation. These two are the correlations we will study in the correlation. And in Spearman's rank correlation we have 2 types: ranks with repetition and rank without repetitions. And next is regression. Regression is nothing but a study of 2 lines. Regression lines of equation x on y and y on x, both we are going to study, and the comparison between the correlation and the regression. These are the important concepts in analysis of bivariate data. And the 7th chapter is association of attributes. So far we are studied in univariate and bivariate data, we will take only the variables, and in association of attributes we will take the attributes. First I will tell you what is variable and the attributes. Variable is nothing but it can be measurable quantity. Okay, this is unmeasurable quantity. Attributes is a qualitative data. Quality, we cannot measure the quality. Only we can say how much we can say it's a first quality, but we cannot measure that. But whereas in quantitative we can measure in numerically. These are the difference between the variable and the attributes. And in association of attributes, one important concept is Yule's coefficient of association, and its application we are going to study. And the 8th chapter is interpolation and extrapolation. Interpolation and extrapolation. And again in this chapter we will study the definitions and some meanings and utilities of interpolation and extrapolation. And for interpolation we will use one method, binomial expansion method of interpolation, with only one missing values. Only one missing value will be there. And extrapolation for next successive values. Next value we are going to find in extrapolation, and their merits, demerits and applications we are going to study. And this interpolation, extrapolation, the extension of this chapter will be in your next 2nd year. And the 9th chapter is theory of probability. Theory of probability. Theory of probability. In this chapter, this very important chapter in statistics, and here we will study the introduction to probability, some definitions, what is experiment, what is event, what is exclusive case, what is mutually exclusive, what is non-mutual exclusive, what is sample, what is sample size, simple event, compound event, sure event with an examples, what is favorable and exhaustive events, union, intersection, and meanings of classical and statistical methods of assigning the probabilities. And in classical method we will study the some statements and the proofs, and we have some statements and proofs based on mathematical definitions of addition theorem of probability for non-mutual and mutual exclusive cases, and multiplication theory of probability for dependent and independent events and applications. These are the major important concepts in theory of probability. And the last chapter is about random variable and mathematical expectation of discrete random variable. Mathematical expectation of discrete random variable. In this chapter we will see the definitions with an examples of discrete and continuous random variables, definition of probability mass function and probability density function. There is a difference between a mass function and a density function that we are going to study in this, and this will help you in for second PUC theoretical distribution. What is bivariate and marginal probability distributions, definitions with an examples. And for expectation, that is mathematical expectation, we will find the mean, variance, standard deviations of a discrete random variable with the related definitions on the discrete, continuous, and including the cases of missing probabilities, and expectation and variance of following functions with ax plus b, whereas a and b are any two functions or a constants are related to the examples. And at last we will study the statements and proof of addition and multiplication theorem of expectation. Using this theorem we can find the covariance and correlation of bivariate random variables. We can find the covariance and correlation coefficient of bivariate random variables. These are the concepts under random variables, and the weightage of each and every chapter we are going to discuss now. And the first chapter, from this chapter we will get 8 marks, 1 marks, 2 marks and 5 marks, and from second one we will get 8 marks, that is also 1 marks, 2 marks and 5 marks. And for classification and tabulation we will get 18 marks. Here it is 1 marks, 2 marks, again 5 marks, and diagrammatic also carries 18 marks, 1 marks, 2 marks and 5 marks. And in analysis of univariate data it will carry 36 marks, and this is the more weightage chapter throughout the syllabus. And in this chapter we can expect 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 marks as well as 10 marks questions in all the 5 sections. For practical oriented questions also we can expect from this chapter. And second weightage is about bivariate data, it is 23 marks, and association of attributes for 6 marks, 1 marks 1 question, 5 marks 1 question. Interpolation, extrapolation is also 6 marks, 1 marks 1 question, 5 marks 1 question. Theory of probability carries 16 marks, 1 marks, 2 marks, 5 marks. In 10 marks you will get 2 sections, that is it should be in the form of A and B form, and 5 marks 2 questions you will get. And this is also for 18 marks. Last chapter is for 18 marks, and from this last chapter also we will get 1 marks, 2 marks, 5 marks, and in 10 marks the question number 40 will be in the form of A and B. And next is question paper pattern. So we have 5 sections. Section A, in section A, first main we have to answer 10 questions out of 12. 10 questions out of 12, that is 1 mark 10 questions, it will be 10 marks. 1 marks, 10 questions or 10 questions for 1 marks. And for second one, that is section B, that is second main, we have to answer 10 questions out of 12 again, and 10 questions 2 marks, that is 20. And for section C, it is third main, you will have 12 questions, sorry, you have to answer 8 questions out of 12 again, and the thing is 8 into 12, 8 5s are 40. And section D is fourth main, you will have to answer 2 questions out of 4 questions. So 2 into 10, it is again 20. And section E is about fifth main, you have to answer 2 questions out of 4 again. It will be 2 into 5, it will be 10 marks, total is for 100 marks. This is the question paper pattern for your first PUC syllabus. Thank you.